this video, we are talking all about resume writing for teachers. Great for anybody who is entering the field of education, anyone who is new to teaching, anyone who's looking for a different job within the field of education, or if you're looking to help students with resume writing, or if you're looking to get out of education. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel from the Behavior Check-In. I'm a behavior teacher in Florida, and I'm also a coach. And I have worked in a lot of different teaching jobs and avenues. For those of you who are new here and you don't know this, I was a career switcher. So before I went into education, I actually worked in another industry. I worked in the journalism field. And so when I entered into education, I had to switch my resume from that industry into this industry. And then, of course, I'm also a military spouse, so about every 3 years or so, I have to put together a resume and cover letter and prepare to get a job somewhere else. It's an extremely daunting task that sometimes can be very stressful. So I was really excited when BeamJobs reached out to me and wanted to collaborate because honestly, I really hate putting together resumes. I hate writing cover letters. I find the whole thing extremely exhausting and stressful. I feel like I'm not super good at it. So I was really excited to dive into this. Honestly, I'm coming up to the end of my 3-year rotation and we'll probably have to be doing this soon. So this is really exciting, and I'm going to actually show you my resume in real time. It's not the greatest. Like I said, I am not a resume writer, and I'm going to put it through BeamJobs, and the AI assisted software is going to help me. And it's also going to help me write a cover letter based off of the job description, which is huge because I will now have a really good cover letter that's really strong that I know will help me get the job that I want. BeamJobs is the #1 resume company, and it has AI that it uses to assist you in building your resumes. They have helped build over 2 million resumes and help people land jobs at really big companies like Google and Meta and Stripe. So this works, guys. So some of my favorite features I'm going to show you is you can upload your existing resume into their templates, and then AI helps you fix the things you need to fix. And I'm kind of nervous to see what mine's going to say I need to fix. I'm sure it's probably a lot. But we all know that a lot of companies, before you even get hired, they run their own software through. So it's really great to have that AI assisted software come in and kind of help you before you send yours out so that you can get picked up in their screening system. I really like that they have AI that can walk you step by step through the process. It's just one more thing to make me feel like I am putting my best resume foot forward. So without any further ado, let's go in there and I'm going to humbly show you my resume. But I want to add in too, if you are a teacher who teaches secondary, this program would be amazing to take your students through to help them build their resume and help them learn how to write a cover letter. I think it's really important to teach these skills to our students, especially our secondary students as they start preparing for jobs. I have teenagers at home. I'm going to have my son and my daughter get in here and play around with BeamJobs as well. My son was going to need this as he's starting to look for work and apply for scholarships and all of that stuff. So it's very helpful for your students when they're looking in those avenues, because usually colleges and scholarship programs ask for your resume and they ask for cover letters and things. So this could be really beneficial for them as well. But let's go ahead and jump into it.
Okay, so here we are at BeamJobs. This is just one of their templates that they have in here that if you wanted to, you could go ahead and start with it and kind of put in any of your information and just, type it over and use your own wording if you wanted to do that. But I really like that I can upload an existing resume, which I think is really cool. So I'm going to go in and show you how you can do that. So I can go in here and hit create a new resume, and I can pick from any of these examples that I see here, any of them that jump out to me that I like. Let's see, I don't know which one stands out to me the most that I think, because I've been on the other end. I have actually sat in interviews and helped pick out teachers. So I'm thinking of something that would stand out the most to me. So I think I would pick this one. So what I can do over here is I can choose an industry example, or I can upload an existing resume. I can import from LinkedIn, or I can start with a blank document. I'm going to upload an existing one and just kind of have what I already have put in there, auto generate into my resume. So I made a demo resume for this purpose. So obviously I took out all of the personal information so you can't see it. But this is my resume that I just kind of put together and uploaded. So it gives me a score right over here. It says I have a 70. So obviously I have some work to do to try to get it up to where I want it to be. But it gives me the examples over here of how I can fix my resume and make it better. So I can go ahead and click on those certain things that it's recommending that I fix, and I can change those. So it's telling me, kind of giving me those ideas right there. If I click on the edit, then if I go into this side over here, it gives me some things that are like auto generated, and then they give you just like automated things that you could put in there if you wanted to. I'm just kind of scrolling through and letting you see what's in there. So if I wanted to auto generate those, I could use that, or I can put in my own. So, and I love how it breaks everything down for you, and then how you can kind of make it better if you want to do that. When I go in to edit this is one thing I do, is you just click out of it. That way it makes it a little bit easier, but you can use those suggestions. So it's telling me to take out hour. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and just take out the pronoun hour and then just put in the. So you can go through and make all those changes if you see fit. So I like how it gives the example of how it can be before and then how you can make it after. So you can see that once I fixed that, made that change. Some examples of action words, and it gives me all of those over there that I can go ahead and put in. Now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to do all of these, but it's nice to see that you have these options and I can go in and do this and make my resume better. All right, now here's a feature that I really like, and this is the generate a cover letter. So they are taking the resume that I have, so I can choose the resume that I have, and then I can paste in the job description to create my cover letter. I went ahead and saved an example of our job description. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a job description. All right, so here's an example of one that's actually for the job in my county. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste this entire job description, and I'm going to put it into the generator and create a good cover letter. All right, so here's what I have, and I will go ahead and show you. So, dear hiring manager, I am writing to express my interest in your open teaching position as advertised. I am a certified teacher with a master's degree from Indiana University, an extensive background in public education systems. This gives me a great outline to start with, which I think is really helpful, because just like our students, sometimes when I get in there, I just don't always know where to go. So this gives me a great starting point template, and I can go ahead and use that. And then it says, you know, click below and copy and paste into Google Docs. If I just click this button right here, click to copy, then I can go over to my Google Doc and I can just paste it in, and it is exactly the way that it's supposed to be. And then I can go in and make my edits from here and then send that off to whoever is doing the hiring at whatever position I am looking to apply for. So I like that there's this feature too. I can also get a template, and I can pick the templates of cover letters that I want. So my resume looked like this. So I can go ahead and do the same. It's right there. So if I want to use this template, just click Use Template. And if I go back to the cover letter that I created, let's see how this goes in. So if I want to use this, I just highlight it, click Delete, and then I can go ahead and paste my cover letter in there, and then make those necessary edits to all the things that I need up here, and of course change that, you know, put my name and the position I'm looking for and put that all in there, and it will all look very nice and streamlined together. Kind of looking at it side by side, go into my resume, so looking at it side by side, we've got my resume right here. Obviously, I still got some work to do, but for the sake of time, we're not going to go through all of that. But then you can also see what my cover letter looks like. So we have my cover letter right there, and we can make it match, and it looks so nice with my resume that is right there as well. And of course, add more things in there. We can add in like our career objective and any other additional things that we want to put in there.
So I hope this was really helpful for you. I hope that you got some great tips, that you will check out BeamJobs. Make sure you check out my descriptions below. You will see some great examples that you can get in the link on different teacher resumes and different things that you can use. You're going to want to go ahead and use those. Use my link below to click on that for BeamJobs as well and get yourself signed up. And I really think you're going to love it. I was really impressed. I really feel like resume writing has come a long way from when I first started, and I was sitting there calling my mom and asking her for help. So I'm grateful that there are other things that we have now, and that AI can be used in this way and be helpful in this way for people when it comes to resume writing. Of course, thank you so much for coming here. I always appreciate you guys and all the support that you give me, and I will catch you in the next video.